Hi, dear faculty members, research scholars, and PG students. Welcome to my channel. Here, I would like to thank all subscribers and viewers for supporting my channel. Your suggestions and comments are appreciable. So based on your suggestions and comments, I will post more videos on research area. In this video, I am going to give a tips about how to write introduction section of the research paper. Here I can say introduction section is a mirror of our research paper because our entire paper reflects in the introduction section. So it should be a very interest and the readers can be understand what you have done in the research. Okay, so the introduction section is very important while writing your research paper. Here I can say more steps. So what the introduction section should contain. Okay. So initially we need to include introduction of a domain or a research area, and then we go with the specific research area and limitations. We have to give the introduction about the specific research area and their limitations also, and then we have to introduce our problem definition. Based on the problem definition, we have to give the solution of the problem also. We have to introduce itself, and then we have to introduce the proposed system or the scheme of the system also. Finally, we need to include the paragraph of organization of the paper. So if you have all these factors in your introduction section, it's like a flower bouquet. Okay, so the good looking is based on your introduction section. So while readers or reviewers reading your introduction section, they should impress on your paper. So here I am giving some example also. So before that, these are all the major steps we have to follow while writing our introduction section. Each and every paragraph contains the domain research area and introduction about the specific research area and their limitations, and then problem definition in brief, and then solution of the problem. And fifth paragraph contains introduction of the proposed method, and finally organization of the paper. Actually, this is not limited to each and every paragraph. It contains one paragraph. Okay, so based on your comfort, you can extend more than one paragraph of each and every factors. Okay, for example, if you like to introduce your proposed system in a two or three paragraph also, so it will be elaborate. The readers can be understand all the steps of your proposed method. Here I am giving example each and every topic. So first one is introduce about the domain or research area. Here you can find each and every statement contains that is different factors. Okay, so first of all we need to write the introduction of domain in the first line, that is in low illumination images visible light cameras cannot detect surrounding targets, whereas infrared cameras can help, like that. The second lines can be research area. The third statements can be that is your application of your research area. So like that you can introduce the first paragraph about your domain or research area. Then after that you have to introduce about specific research area and their limitations. Okay, that is a very important. So then the second paragraph you can introduce a specific research area. Okay, like that. That is specific area, thermal imaging as attracted by researchers in applications. Here there is one important I like to say. We are writing the statement attracted by researchers in applications such as image fusion, object detection, and thermal images. So here we need to give some references because we are giving statements. These applications are attracted by researchers using thermal imaging. So that we need to give references for better understanding. Okay, so like that, whenever we are justifying, whenever we are saying any statement, that is justification statement, we need to give some references. Okay, so and the next statement, limitations. What are the limitation have you found in the thermal imaging, okay, in the previous applications? And finally, it should contain justification of the chosen research area. We need to justify here, that is based on extracted features to fuse thermal and visible in the better results. Therefore, extracting the fine features from the input thermal images is the key objective for image fusion, and it should be with the reference. So we have to justify your research area. Then next paragraph, we should introduce our problem definition. Already we are aware of how to define our problem definition. Here we need to write elaborately. Okay, so it contains, that is introduction of a problem, that is your problem definition, and then the exact problem definition. Here the first paragraph, the first set of lines, that should be introduction of problems definition. For example, here neural networks, particularly deep convolution neural networks, are best tools to employ for such as image classification, data analytics, and speech recognition. So this is a general statement. In the last statements, a set of statements should be contained in exact problem definition. Okay, so like that here, content loss is good metric for assessment, and finally, and it is determined by comparing the high level feature in the generating high resolution images. These high level features can be obtained by passing both images through a pre-trained image classification neural network such as ResNet. So here is a problem here. Okay, exact problem I am giving. So based on that, we can write our statements. And then the next paragraph, solution of the problem. So what way we are going to give the solution of the problem? Here we can give the solution based on ResNet 50 to extract features from the infrared images. So this is example purpose only. Okay, do not follow the exact statements here. So you can write your own way. In the introduction, that is of the proposed method, we need to write our phase or scheme one, that is that is comprises of four main operations are here I am giving, that is a phase one, phase two, phase three, like that. You have to give each and every steps of our proposed method. In the fifth paragraph, it may be just two paragraph or three paragraph, you can write as per your proposed method. That is different phases we have to include here. That is our scheme of the proposed method we have to include in this paragraph. And finally, organization of the paper. So you can write your own way. That is section 1 contains, like that you can start, or you can write this brief review related works been narrated in section 2, like that you can statements can be represented in the organization of the uh, paper. Okay. So these are the main factors where we need to include in the introduction section. Then your introduction section will be a good understanding. Thanks for watching my channel. Subscribe my channel, like and share my videos. Press the bell icon for notification. Thank you.